Hi, did I do work on my book today? Yes, I did. Did it go as planned? Not really. I accidentally opened the wrong file and started work and updating it, not realizing that it wasn't the latest version of it. And then I had to stop and think. But also, it wasn't feeling right. And I think this is probably what was subconsciously going on in the week. Is like, I'm supposed to be literally just dotting the I's kind of thing. I'm supposed to be sending this off and completing it, and something's not feeling right. And so I thought, you know what? I think what it is that I'm missing some of the cartoons. Some of you know I do the cartoons separately, and I always add cartoons, but I hadn't put that many in at that point. I think I was holding back, and then I thought, okay, more. I think I needed to do more. And at that point, I needed to take a break. I thought that's okay. And then I was getting all these different instincts about what to do next. And so I watched a video about David Bowie and about creativity. And I thought that's interesting that I've particularly gone to him, who I don't know a huge amount about. And I did record that and shared that. And I cried a lot during it. But I particularly went to him for guidance about being a creator. And I think that's relevant, who you go to and who you turn to. And he was saying about being brave and being adventurous and creating something. And I'd heard something the other day about making an offering and a gift. And I had been thinking, I'd been very much in my head about the book and feeling it needs to work, it needs to reach the right people, it needs to solve a problem, it needs to be helpful, it needs to be the best it can be. So I'd already put a lot of pressure on myself. And one of the things that David Bowie says in this was, you're only part of it. You create something, you make something, and then what he calls is the grey space, or a grey area in between, and that's where it's how other people receive it, and that's the other part of the project. And I can't guarantee how other people are going to receive the work, but I can decide. I think what I'm trying to do is just second guess all the time what other people are going to think, and I really want to be understood. And this kind of gets to the point of the book, and I think I've missed one of the big points about there's a difference between self-expression and communication. And so I changed the introduction, and then I put a load more cartoons, and I'm very, very close to deleting quite a bit of the writing. I haven't quite pushed myself to do it yet, but I'm very close to that. So yes, I've been working on the book. Have I made progress? Kind of. Am I further back now than I was this morning? Kind of. I'm a mild panic, but I think that this is going to be a much braver book than I've done before. And I don't know what that means in terms of the success and different things in creating. It's an experiment. And then again, I had to remind myself, this is an experiment. This is fine. This is about creating something. And again, interesting that I went to David Bowie and said, as a creator, as somebody who's inspirational, even though I know relatively little about him, that's the person that I'm looking for advice from at this precise minute. So I think there's a clue there about what's going to happen next. Oh, day 226. Did I tell you that? Day 226, turning the camera on every day. Bye.